We're going to look at how to approximate an nth root using a calculator, and we're just going to use the idea that we all know how to use the exponent button, we all know how to put in fractions, and we can rewrite an nth root as a fraction. There is a nth root button somewhere deep in these settings. If you want to look that up or have a friend tell you, that's great, but I'm not going to show that way because not every calculator has that, and every calculator does have the ability to raise a number to a power and or use fractions. So what my recommendation all the time when you see the rules, use a calculator to get a decimal approximation, first off, make sure you know what you're rounding to. In this case, it will be the nearest hundredth, so that's 2 decimal places. And we're just going to convert this fifth root to an exponent, 120 to the, this is the index, so that's the denominator, 1/5 power. On the newer calculators, it's harder to do this wrong, but on this old one I have here, I've got to make sure that I put that 1/5 in parentheses. So I'll turn this on and go 120, press this button, of course, right here to put the power, and mine doesn't put that little box there. I've got to actually make sure it does the 1/5. If I go one like that, this will be wrong. This will take the 120 to the first power and then divide by 5. That's not what we want to have happen. What we want to have happen is take it to the 1/5 power. So I'm going to have to put parentheses around that and see that the answer is 2.6, well, I'll round to the nearest hundredth, so 2.61 will be my answer here. If you want to verify your work or make sure you didn't put it in incorrectly, take your decimal approximation, and if I raise that to the 5th power, what we're saying is this multiplied by itself 5 times should be about 120, and sure enough it is. So it's a little over because I rounded, but it's close enough. So with that idea in mind here, 14, the 7th root of 14 as an exponent would be 14 to the 1/7. And I'm going to do it wrong one time to show you. If I go 14 to the 1/7, it's going to take 14 to the first power, which is 14, and then divide by 7, which is 2. That's not what I want. I want what multiplies by itself 7 times to give me 14. So what I should have done was 14 to the parentheses 1 divided by 7. It should be a pretty gross decimal. In this case, 1.46. 1.46. And if I want to do a quick reality check, I bust this out, I go 1.46. If I multiply that by itself 7 times, or take it to the 7th power, it should be close to 14, and sure enough, again, I rounded up, so it's a little over, but that's how you do it. So I would recommend just convert to a fractional exponent, use your exponent button, check your work, guys, when you're using calculators, you do stuff wrong, but do a good job. Good luck.